Okay guys, we're going to do another demo review of Click, this time on Inferno, and we're going to look at a few rounds, starting with round 5. So they lost the pistol, then they won the next 3 rounds. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we got full nades on everybody, except for Citroen. That's okay. So you pop nade mid. We're going to quickly talk about that. So you had an AWPer, looks like he was here. Gets out AWPed by their AWPer. And then you go for the crouch spray against the AWPer. So what you want to do when you verse AWP is you want to kind of keep on the move. So you want to strafe spray, so you spray to one side, you shoot a few bullets, you strafe to the other side, shoot a few bullets, etc, etc. So I think your nade hit him and you hit him once, so you got him down to 64, but he's probably going to be holding this line here, so you got to be worried now that he still has the AWP. He's got the pick. They can just play defensively, and you miss the trade, so you missed your spray even when you crouched. So if you're going to crouch against an AWP, you got to be quick with the spray. You want to kind of keep moving. Make yourself a hard target. Okay. Alright, let's see just where the AWPer rotates. So the AWPer's rotating dig. That smoke from your teammate is useless as there's a gap over here. So you should know that since that smoke's too forward on your screen here, on the left, it's not going to block off jungle. And the AWPer gets another pick through the corner of the smoke. So as soon as that AWPer shot, you probably should have shot where he was, because you probably didn't see him, but you saw that shot, and you know he shot down mid. So you should have shot, and you should have been able to turn that frag pretty quickly. Now they've got a 2-man advantage, so things get a lot harder.
Flashbang. Roger. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. Grenade smoke. Smoke.
So that's a decent smoke. Alright. So let's just see. That play was alright. So that's a good smoke. It blocks off everything. You flash in, so this smoke's not a problem. That's alright, that's good. You get that guy? Okay. So now let's just see. Let's just see what's going on here. This guy's at B. Okay. This guy's at jungle. This guy's at dig. The bomb's still in carpet, so if this guy goes grabs the bomb, pushes out here, if this guy doesn't peek you and just watches this line, he's dead, you've lost the round. If he pushes out here, gets killed by this guy, we've lost the round pretty much. So yeah, pretty much you need to get this one kill, and then you need a 2v1 this guy to win. So Whiskey pushes out when he shouldn't have, he should have just held that line. Okay, and then your teammate dies to the guy dig. So they know you're around this area. Yep, so they're just playing it safe. He looks the wrong way, so it wasn't wise. If he just stuck in boiler, it would have been easy. But this is mainly what, so you know he's an AWPer. He's going to be playing that position, that position. Chance of him wrapping around here is going to be kind of low. He's just going to sit there, wait for you to plant and slowly walk up on you. Let's just see what goes on here. That box you're planting in front of, very wallbangable, and since you're low, it's going to be a one-shot kill against the AWP. So all you need to do is get the right angle when you're dead, which that's what he does. So if you could plant behind this box here, or back here if you could get there, but that's kind of dangerous. Or if you plant back here, or back here. So none of these boxes are wallbangable, but you do have to face the AWPer, so this is probably an okay plant position. But as soon as you plant, he shoots you through the box. If you use that post in front of you instead, and move to the left of that instead of closer to the box, he would have had to come closer to you and you would have had a decent shot on him. So that's why you lost that round. To be fair, it was a 3v5 and you did pretty well to get it down to a 1v1. Alright, let's have a look at this is the next round. So, 2-3 T-side, it's okay. You need, you get about 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds in bonus T-side, you're doing well. You've got your full nades again, that's good. You used almost all your nades last time, or all of them. That was pretty good. So you like nading up mid in case they got an AWPer, that's okay. You know they've got an AWPer from last round since he saved it, so I'm not sure on the constant peeking mid against the AWPer with no backup, but I'm not sure. Oh, it looked like you got an AWPer watching from T-stairs to back you up. That's okay.
I am throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Smoke.
Another fail smoke. Like, okay, you push through this smoke, that's fine. This guy fails a smoke again. I don't know if it's the same guy, but anyways, that smoke gets failed again. So I don't know if you're queuing with these guys or it's just a solo queue and people aren't doing well with their smokes, but you've got to get, if you're smoking up either side, you've got to get it right. It's not hard to get it right, you just got to get it right, otherwise it stops up pretty easily. Okay, so you get a kill. You get a kill. So now you should play defensively and hit a site together. See, at the moment you're 2, bombs 1. You've got 2 AWPs. I'm not sure about the 2 AWPs. So if you can hit a site together, it's going to be 5v2 pretty much no matter where you go. So, and that's going to be a really good advantage. Or you could split a site. So if this guy goes there, and you two go around here, it's very easy to take B site. Now, if you're going to go around this way, which is what I would suggest, because B site's pretty easy to take if you go around like that, smoke up here. So it's going to be harder for the CTs to rotate around there and harder for them to rotate around there. And if there is anybody in library, they can't shoot you. So you've only got to worry about 1 angle. And then once you get here, you've got to worry about 2. But it's a bit easier to deal with other than this corner here. You've got to worry about 1, 2, and 3 angles. You've got to worry about 3 different angles there. So you push out here, you see nobody. Now, this guy could be here, this guy could just be here, and there could be a guy here, and there could be a guy here. So look at these 4 different spots you kind of got to worry about. You've got a smoke, you can actually get rid of 2 of them. There, oops, there or there, and you can get rid of two spots you've got to worry about. So, it looks like you're planning on doing this B split. Pop a smoke here. It's going to stop these guys rotating faster, and it's going to save passage across you to B quite easily. This guy here has a smoke. He might smoke up here, so you can go around this way, and they can go around this way. You can win quite easily. He has a smoke as well, so he can re-smoke, and you got a smoke, and then you got a couple of flashes. So you can also flash across here and try to go this way. Oops. Flash across here and try to go that way, and this guy maybe go that way. Instead, you turn around, you get killed from mini pit, and die. Alright, this is the next round we're going to look at. So you're 4 and 6, you know, not too bad. You're 13 and 5, so you're doing pretty well yourself. But they aren't doing very well. One of them's at 3 and 8.
Come on, let's go.
You're kind of carrying your team, but there's a guy at 8 and it's 4 and 6, but it's T-side Inferno, so it all depends on your team that gets that kill, but you get a nade kill. Okay. Apart from shooting your teammate there, I think you may have just got blinded or that's nade maybe you saw legs or something. That's okay. So now you got the advantage again. 5v4. Hit a side together. Either hit B. Either, you know, split B if you want. Hit B hard with 5. I wouldn't recommend that. Because hitting B hard with 5 when they've got 2 there is really quite easy to defend when you've got 2 against 5. So you can split B. Like that. You can split A. You can split A a different way. You know, there's lots of options. But you've got to hit a site together. Maybe leave one guy as the lurk. Let's just see what you guys do.
Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke.
So, you got 3 guys in mid and 2 guys on banana. So if you're going to split, that's what you're going to do. That's what this looks like you're gonna do. You need a smoke here, need a smoke there, and an optional smoke there.
Grenade.
Yep. Looks just like so. Looks like now you're spreading out even more. So it looks like you're gonna hit B. What you should have done is not spray. Okay, if you're gonna hit B on this occasion, if you don't spray that smoke, this guy's not gonna rotate back to B. He's gonna go A, because there's smokes up everywhere at A. This guy makes some noise, and it's gonna be a 4v1. Now this guy's gonna rotate back to B, so it's gonna be a 4v2, which in banana they can actually defend quite easily. It's taking quite a while to rotate back. There you go. See, he comes back.
Grenade out. Grenade out. Incendiary.
Your mid guy dies.
Throwing flashbang.
They know it's not going to be a mid push for a while. Well, you got plenty of time. So you can always go back to mid.
Throw in smoke.
What you're doing here is useless. So you can spot here. I don't know if you saw him. There was a guy there initially. But now you're standing here. So you got this guy who's watching this angle. This guy who's backing him up watching pretty much the same angle. And you're watching that angle. This guy, I assume he's going to try and watch that angle. So what you should do is you should come back, watch this angle. He watches that angle. Depends if you want to play it slow. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do it that way. Make sure they don't push you. Or now I don't like the fact that 3 of you guys are going to push up nano while 1 guy is not going to, because they've got 2 guys on B, and now it's a 3v2. You had the opportunity for a 5v2. You had the opportunity for a 4v1, and now it's a 3v2. So the odds are keep getting stacks more and more against you guys. So now from 5v4, they've evened up to a 3v3. So you had this advantage, and you kind of threw it away. That coil smoke will fail. It's going to land in the middle of the site. So, with that coil smoke, if you want it to land back here. So the fact that it landed in the site, now you're trapped by 2 smokes. So, and the bomb's still down here. It looks like, okay, it looks like this guy's going to get it. By that time, this guy's going to rotate to B. So it's going to kind of be a 2v1, followed by another 2v1, followed by whoever's left, with this guy flanking. So if you can push through here, you could get the kill. If this smoke was here, easy kill, 2 angles with this smoke up. It looked like you just kind of threw the smoke, like just so you could throw the smoke. You gotta have a purpose with your smokes. If you throw the smoke here and here, easy 2v1. This guy can get the bomb pretty easily, and it's quite easy to hold on the B site. You know, maybe he kills 1, so it's 2v2. Easy win, B site to hold off, 2v2. Mostly since this guy's still going to take a while to get to B. But instead you actually smoke out the site. See, now here's a problem. You're running through a smoke that's just fading. Now, you've got 1 kill on B. You know the next guy is going to come CT. He might not be there yet, because you push pretty quickly after you got that first kill. But he's going to be, you know, along one of those 2 lines, and he is. So, if you're going to push through the smoke, you've got to watch CT. There's no point trying to watch con, because there's going to be nobody in construction, because this guy's going to be playing the site, unless he's at coils. The only other spot he's going to be is at coils. And that smoke's going to probably force him onto the site. So, you're trying to go for a 1v1 aim duel. He's trying to go for a 1v1 aim duel. And your bomb and the flanker over here are going to be left by themselves. So if you both lose, it's game over. If one of you win and one loses, say if you win, this guy loses, it could easily be game over again. But what I'd suggest is saying you've got plenty of time, push to A after you get that kill. If you get that kill, if he wins and you lose, it might be pretty easy, because then it's going to be, you know, eventually a 2v2. So yeah, you're pushing through a smoke. He's going to win every day of the week, if he's because that's the only angle he's going to watch, is that CT smoke area. You didn't use a single flash to push through it. You just kind of ran through it. He's going to watch that every day of the week. Mostly since this guy knows, oh, they've smoked off, but none are going to push the site. None have pushed the site yet. So he's going to be like, oh, they're hanging around in this area. Because he knows, he's watching this angle, he knows they're not A. So that's why you die, because you just kind of ran through a smoke. And then the guy on B gets that kill, so he's not watching the areas. So what it looked like is, it looked like there must have been some communication that there was a guy in Coil's construction area. Because this guy jumped looking this way, and you kind of looked, you didn't really look this way, but you didn't really look that way, you kind of looked in between. So this guy got killed from the guy New Boxes, he got killed from the guy CT, and now this guy is sandwiched. And he dies. Alright, this is the next round we're going to look at. You know, you're still winning. You're winning T-side Inferno, which is good. There's just a few things you can improve on. I did notice a lot of running through smokes, so a lot of these smokes you're not really going to catch them off guard running through, so that one you didn't. And if you don't flash or whatnot, you're not going to be able to get the kill. They're just going to stare and kill you as soon as you walk through that smoke. Let's just have a look. So, let's just have a look at your setup. You got two guys, you know, trying to work B. You got two guys trying to work mid, and he's playing second mid. One thing you might notice, this guy can actually kill you without this guy killing him. Because this guy's so far pushed back in second mid, that angle's available. Just a note, I don't think that matters. Okay, that's okay. The smoke fails. See, that's a good flash. That's good. So, the fact that you did see one, and I think you saw the bullets from the second guy, to get all those two here, and there's probably going to be one carpets, maybe pit, so, you know, one of those two positions. So you pop flash, you were pretty sure there weren't any dig, you killed the guy, that's good. So now you should fall back. So, it's a 3v3, you've got to kind of like regroup with your team. This guy's pushing down here, he's going to rotate around, and this guy's just going to delay you. So it's going to be 1v1 angel here, and then maybe a 1v1 angel here, and then again a 1v1. So when it comes down into these situations, you've got to kind of stick together a bit more. So okay, now you go back and stick together, this is good. The smoke your teammate through was relatively useless.
Flashbang.
It did draw a guy off A anyway. Yeah, you should be supporting your teammate quickly.
Deploying flashbang.
So let's just have a look. He's going this way, you're going this way. Maybe you had some info that there was two guys here. Or, you know, maybe you thought maybe there wouldn't be two on A. So, if you're thinking he's going to come around this way, and you're going to come around this way to kind of sandwich the site, that's okay. But you've got to time that well. So by the time, so you got to say, all right, when are you here? And then I'll peek out here. So you get these two angles at the same time. If you go one at a time, the pit is such a strong position, it's going to get you both. Now another thing you can do is you can smoke off either this area, so you can walk onto the site that way without being killed by pit. This area, so the only angle you got to worry about is that angle. And once you're past the truck, you can walk onto the site quite easily.
Throwing flashbang.
So you check boiler, that's good. So you're looking at pit. In this situation, there's almost always going to be a guy in pit. He's either going to be in pit or graveyard. Because the pit is such a, or balcony even. The pit is such a strong position to hold a site down with. You could almost hold it 1v3 easily from the pit. And it's such a strong position, so you've always got to check the pit. You've always got to clean it out or smoke it off. So you've got to smoke. You could just smoke it off and you'd be safe. Instead, turn away from the pit, you die. We're going to skip around and we're going to go to this round. So now you've lost 3 rounds in a row. Second to last round. Their money hurt, so if you win this round, you put them on eco, because you've done quite good damage on them.
Go, go, go.
You guys have plenty of money. Well, one guy's a little, but that's okay.
Decoys out.
Apart from that, plenty of money.
Grenade out. Grenade out. Grenade.
Moving
Laying
up
down
mid.
smoke. Flashbang.
It's okay. I like that spray. Pretty good flow time. Did a little bit of damage. Oh, just the thing with that spray. So, no, it was good game sense to know when to spray. So you hit the guy first. If you spray and then kind of just spray across rather than spray in one position, it'd be better, because as someone's playing here and they get hit, they're not going to stay here. They're going to either move this way, which you're not going to be able to hit them anyway, or they're going to move this way like this guy did. So if you spray across, you're going to get a lot more damage done to them.
Easy peasy
Okay.
lemon squeezy. Throw in smoke. Grenade out.
Okay, I don't know what that guy was trying to do. Pop flash or smoke.
Throwing fire.
So your smoke landed dig and you're pop flashing jungle. Yep, that's fine. Molotov, you run through it. You don't take damage from Molotovs half the time if you run through them.
Deploying flashbang.
Let's just have a look though. Your teammates are here. You're here. You're completely... Your teammates are here. You're here. The enemies could be anywhere on here. And you know that there's going to be, 3 on A since there's 5 up. There's still going to be 3 on A. There's 2 in dig and there's going to be 1 pit or apartments. So what you should be doing is you should be pushing around this way. You should be pushing around this way. There's no reason for you to be unless you're calling for your teammates to push down banana. Now, if you push this way, he pushes this way, these 2 push this way, you've sandwiched that A site. Now, you could easily win the round. Now, nobody's watching that angle, so you won the round if you go around that way. If you can go around this way and get into pit, like maybe there'll be a guy in pit, you should always check it. But if you can get the kill on a guy in pit or you clear it out, bam, you win that round pretty easily. Just got to get these 2 guys to go through carps. Instead, you run away from your team towards the other side, where they've got to go through 2 guys to get to you, to help you out. And instead, they get sandwiched.
Smoke. Right on.
They just get sandwiched from everyone. And it ends up being, what, a 1v4? 1v5? 1v5,
Affirmative.
I think it is. So you're walking into construction now. You've known that they pushed down banana. There's nobody on B. So yeah, pretty much now your option is to save. You don't have enough money. You got enough money to buy next round if you die, but your teammates don't. So option is to save. Maybe do a bit of economical damage, which is what you do from now. Once you realise your mistake is what you do from now, which is good. Get some good economical damage done. But yeah, you gotta play with your team a lot. So I don't know how good the communication is. Maybe you said, alright guys, let's go B, and they just didn't listen. That can happen on matchmaking at least. But yeah, you gotta realize, okay, my team's here and here. If I can go here, we win this round. Alright, last round of the first half. If they win this round, they've done well. If you win this round, you've done well. Like 8-6 is kind of even. It's whoever gets the next point is who does well. So yeah, you could actually drop your teammate at AK as well.
Flashbang. Grenade out.
Yeah,
Throw in a flashbang. Grenade.
that flashbang's okay. Don't mind it. If you can get that flashbang, dude, it's
Deploying
better.
flashbang.
Alright, so you got shot from the north.
Flashbang.
Yep, position.
Flashbang.
Yeah, that's good.
Throwing a grenade.
So now, okay, now you got the advantage again. You just need to play it slow, stick together.
Laying down smoke. I am throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
The fact that you rotate off B, that's good. You got the pick on B, you're gonna go A now. And now they're all dead on A. Now, you may think there's still 1, but you should push quickly. You gotta push quickly.
I am throwing a flashbang.
Because they way over-rotate. I don't like this. So, you got 4 guys here on A. You're again separated from your team. Now, you're not separated by much, you're separated by the smoke. So if you're going to do this, you're going to play from this angle here. So that even if you do see a guy, you can just run back. That guy can get the trade kill while you're running back or whatnot. Or you go with your team, or you play kind of this angle here, which kind of watches that way. Or you play this angle here. There's lots of other angles to play rather than getting separated from your team. So it's pretty much a post plant setup, is what you're trying to get for. With post plant setups, you always want to be that you can take the peak. If they spot you, then your teammate can take the peak. He gets the kill. So it's always, you know, a 2v1 post plant, mostly when it's in a 5v3. So, good positions post plant on a site. Pit, graveyard's good. Site can be good. Balcony's good. Here's good. Here's good. Maybe more on the site is good. You know, this corner's okay. Another guy in pit is good if you want to. And apart from that, like here or here, so this one's probably better. That one's not so good, unless you got this guy in pit who can get a good crossfire going. So instead you push into cutout, and now you've got nowhere to go. So you spot one. I can't remember if he kills you or the next guy kills you. But as soon as you get one, this is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Now, a 1-for-1 trade is good when you're 5v3, it becomes a 4v2. But he instant kills you. So now it's a 3v4. Made their life a lot easier. We're actually going to start looking at this round to get context for the next round. So this round's an eco by them because they've got no money. So let's see where you play on an anti-eco. Now you could be an eco. They got one round, no one survived, and you got the next round, killing all. So you can kind of assume it's going to be an eco or close to an eco. So you play close. You play close near the sandbags. That's a one-shot kill for a pistol. Not a Glock though. If you had a peak 50, you'd be dead. See, that's a better range to play. So you get some good eco frags. And now you assume they're going to be buying next round. But, interestingly enough, they can't buy. They bought too much. But they're going to force it up. They're going to buy an auto shoddy, a P90, another P90, and then armor Tech 9s. So armor Tech 9s is actually quite strong. I think they actually should have done it last round rather than this round because it had to eco one of them anyway. I believe that grenade failed. Yep, that's going to hit the back of your head. There you go. Okay. So you're playing the same position you played last round. You're playing in front of your smoke, which you threw. Now, you got them last round. They're going to check this round. They're probably going to check for at least the next 3 or 4 rounds at this position. And you've got no cover from your teammate. Look where your teammate is. Your teammate's there. You're here. So let's have a look at the angles that you're going to be watching. You're going to be mainly watching this angle. He's going to be mainly watching this angle. Now, this is like a 1-2. So they've got to get past you. Then they've got to get past him. But if you had it set up so, you know, watching these 2 angles, easy win. Mostly since they've got short range weapons. You're going to get up close to them. You know, you pretty much know it's at least a 3-person banana rush. Maybe you should call for your teammate here. Yep, he's got a couple of flashbangs to throw a couple of flashbangs in. So you can escape through that smoke. That smoke, at the moment, completely useless. Because as soon as they get you, they know it's going to be a 5v1, or a 4v1, depending on how many you kill. And they're just going to run straight through that smoke. You get one. So now it's a 4v1. They know it's a 4v1. They're going to run straight through that smoke. They're going to ignore it completely. Also the smoke. Yeah, see, we're running straight through the smoke. Smoke ends up being useless. You end up dying. Your teammates do actually win the round though. Because, yeah. Because teams aren't playing that well. But yeah, you've got to set up this crossfire with your teammates is what I'm kind of getting at here. This is another round I'm going to look at. So you're 30 kills and you're 13 deaths. So you know you're doing well. You're getting a lot of frags. So maybe you're getting overconfident. I don't know. You know, you got full nades. That's good. You got a kit. You got head armor. Head armor's always kind of decent, even when you think you've got AKs. Alright, so you took that one pick. Now this is a particular round I want to talk at. You took that one pick, you saw that guy. Now you're gonna go for a second pick. Now you got 4 grenades to work with. You could just use one and smoke it off and just chill. You go for another pick. Which is okay, but now they know you're there. And this guy can't help you he's in the wrong position. This time this guy's in the wrong position. He should be playing up here or here or even here to help you out. So they know you're here now, so you should just use a grenade, use a smoke maybe, rotate around to here, set up this crossfire again, an easy win. So you get head dinks now. So you're on 12 HP. Any bullet from anything's gonna kill you now. So you try to take a fight against a Tech 9. Now that's not wise when you're in 12 HP. Now, as soon as if I would be playing, as soon as I heard that head nick, I'd just pull back around here. Maybe throw a flashbang across here, smoke that area up. So at the moment, realistically, these 2 grenades are relatively useless against this one guy. His smoke failed, but that doesn't mean anything. He knows where you are. He's just going to be firing that Tech 9, jumping around corners, firing at you until you die. Because that's all he wants to do. He's angry and he wants you dead. So you could use your flashbangs. You could just pop flash here and then run back. Or you could pop flash here and run around the corner. Or you could just run around this corner, which is what I'd do. I'd run straight into construction. Maybe hold this angle here. Because your teammate's holding this angle. If you're here, you can kind of back him up and hold another angle. And it's such an awkward angle for a terrorist coming this way to watch here and have to watch, you know, all these angles as well. It's such an awkward angle.
Flashbang.
Instead you pull out a HE grenade. Now, HE grenade at the moment is going to do nothing. He's on 100 health, you didn't touch him. Maybe you thought you dinked him. If you thought you dinked him, it might work. But you're going to want to throw that HE and run quickly. You run forward with that HE, which is going to get you less around the corner quickly. Mainly your job at the moment is to survive. Survive this first guy. Just let your teammate kill him. Because you didn't do any damage to him. That HE is not going to do 100 damage against armor. It's rarely going to do 100 damage against unarmor. So...
Grenade out.
And he jumps around the corner. So Tech 9s can do that. You gotta watch out. Tech 9s can jump around the corner and kill you. So once the guy with the Tech 9 knows where you are, you want to move, or you want to play the long fight against him, because long range Tech 9s aren't good. Or you want to use your grenades to your advantage. A HE grenade, not very advantage. It did 26 damage. Not decent. Not enough for you to die. So as soon as that head dig is, run around the corner, get your teammate to kill him, then use your grenades to block off anyone else. Maybe flash him. You shouldn't go for that. Even if you do flash him, you shouldn't go for that peek, because he's just going to spray at you blindly, and one stray bullet's going to kill you. So, run around this corner. Maybe use a flash to delay him. Just let your teammate take him. Or you can take him at a long range. Or you can pull back here, take him at long range again. So, this smoke actually helped him, because it allowed him to close the distance very easily. And at close range, Tech 9s are lethal, as you now know. It's so deadly.
Smoke. Laying down smoke.
So your teammate ends up getting the kill after you die. Now, just before I paused it, it was a 4v3, which is kind of an okay situation for a terrorist, as they're going to be pretty much 2 on each side. And if they pushed one side, it's going to be a 3v2. And if they push kind of like around here, the chance of there's going to be maybe one guy watching that, maybe one guy here. It's going to be kind of like a 3v1 if they push anywhere of these areas. But if they send, like, you know, 2 guys around here, take out this guy and then send a guy around here, you're going to sandwich the one guy on here. So even a 4v2 on a 4v3 on Inferno as Terrace is okay. You can work with it, which is what you kind of gave him. Like that guy was gonna get traded almost as soon as you died. But getting traded as CTs is not a good thing. Now, that guy ends up getting the kill. It ends up being a 4v2, which is really hard to deal with as Terrace on Inferno, because you don't want to split up. And going here is suicide. Going here could be suicide, mostly with short-range weaponry. And going here, if there's a guy in the pit, is plain suicide as well. So they're the rounds I'm going to talk about for now. So let's just do a recap. So running through smokes is bad. Unless you're going to flash yourself, or you know that they not going to be on the other side of the smoke, or they're not going to be watching it now. On Inferno, a lot of the smokes is what they'll be watching. So if you get 2 quick kills on, say, Banana here, or like 1 kill here, 1 kill here, this smoke here, you can run through that one if you're quick. If you're like 4 seconds too slow, that guy's going to be there and he's going to be watching it every day of the week. So not necessarily a good smoke to run through. If you smoke off coils, and here, and you get 2 guys here, say there and there, that smoke's fine to run through, because the chance this guy going to be in here is going to be low. So that smoke you can kind of ignore. These 2 smokes, they're going to be watching them every day of the week. This pit smoke, you can actually jump through this one because there's 2 angles they got to watch, so it's okay. See, smokes on Inferno are actually really strong because, let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this area kind of here. So let's look at this, 4 areas, 4 choke points. Whenever there's 5 guys up, every single one of those choke points is going to be pretty much watched. So this one's more, if they lose this one, they're going to be watching this one. And they're all your common smoke positions, except for pit, and except for coils. So there's always going to be someone watching them, so jumping through these smokes is not a good idea. Your teammates' smokes up here aren't very good, they always leave gaps. You notice them, so that's okay. Not on CT side, we're going to talk about something that's going to relate to each other. So sticking with your team, so these guys are sticking with each other, they've lost anyway though. So sticking with your team on T side is really good. Mostly when you got like a after plant. Getting these crossfires setups, both T side and CT side, after plant and holding bomb sites is really good. Not going like the same way as such. So what I'm going to say is, rarely 5-man push banana unless you're going to do it quickly. If you're going to do it slow, you're going to let them know that you're in banana, then you're going to push it. They're going to have 3 guys on B and you're just dead. Realistically, 2 guys on B should kill 4 of you guys. 3 to 4 of you guys pretty easily. So there's going to be a 3v2 retake on banana, which is kind of iffy. That push is okay. This push is really strong. Oops. This push is really strong. So you guys gotta set yourselves up for strong positional plays. Let's see. The map control you had as Terrace was pretty good. You had all of this area. You even had here occasionally. So that's almost all the map control you need before you want to execute a play. You were buying a lot of grenades. You weren't using them very much as either CTs or Ts. So that smoke should have gone up before you died easily. That smoke there, we talked about that smoke, we talked about this smoke. So I think you were trying to do a collar smoke when you were terraced here, and it just landed here, so you kind of got stuck between 2 smokes. So it's never a good way to play. I think that's about it for now. See you next time.